I chose nursing at Minot State University because, one, it's very close to my family. I'm only 30 minutes away from them right now. And two, Trinity Health is the main hospital that two of my relatives spent most of their time working with when they got ill. So I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to have that partnership with Trinity in order to give back to them what they gave to me and my family. Hi, my name is Hannah Hagen. I'm from Glenburn, North Dakota, and I am a senior nursing student in my 5th semester here in the nursing department at Minot State University. I graduated from Glenburn High School in 2021. During my time there, I participated in volleyball and softball. I was also a member of band and choir, and I also was a member of the FFA chapter and the student council chapter there. So when I was younger, I wanted to be a teacher because my mom was a teacher. And then the older I got, I wanted to work in the agriculture field because my dad was a farmer. And then during my time in high school, my grandfather got sick with lung cancer. And during my time in elementary school, my grandmother got sick with colon cancer. And I also had a great-grandmother get diagnosed with Parkinson's and dementia. All three of them have now passed on. But the nurses that played a role in our lives with our family members that were sick was essentially what brought me into the profession of nursing, because I wanted to be that support person for other people and their families. I definitely had to put much more work in order to land a spot here, and my hard work paid off, and here I am now. And I just remember the day that I got my acceptance letter. I was sitting in the back of my best friend's car and we opened our letters together and we both just started crying because we were so excited for this next chapter in our lives. So everyone does warn you that the nursing program is super busy. I remember coming into the nursing program and it was just a complete change from anything else I had ever done. The workload is super tough and there's a lot of it, but if you're really committed to what you do, it's entirely worth it. I wouldn't trade it for the world, but I also recognize that I have to set aside time for myself and my family in order to maintain that level of mental health that is good for me and others that I surround myself with. My time in the nursing department has been so enjoyable. The people that I've met along the way have been so essential to building of the nurse that I hope to become. All of the faculty here inspire me every single day to be the best nurse possible. I actually am doing my practicum in the neonatal intensive care unit right now, and my preceptor had asked me, if I knew then what I know now, would I do nursing school all over again? And at first I was like, no, I would never do it all over again. But then I paused and thought about it. And I was like, you know what? I would do it all over again because it has brought me so many friendships. It has brought me so many opportunities. I feel as though I have learned a lot, and I'm just very thankful for everything that the Minot State University Department of Nursing has brought me. I'm super proud to graduate from Minot State University, as our nursing department actually offers the most clinical hours in the state of North Dakota. We offer around 1,095 clinical hours, I believe, versus other schools who I think reach a maximum of about like 600 to 800. So I think that's definitely what sets Minot State apart, is that you get all of these clinical and laboratory hours to practice your skills, to practice on real patients, and to just further your education to the best of your ability. So upon graduation, I plan on working at Trinity Hospital in Minot, North Dakota. I'm hoping to land a position as a registered nurse on the postpartum unit. I did my internship there in the summer of 2024, and I absolutely enjoyed my time there, so I'm hoping that I can go back there and devote my first few years as a new graduate nurse to that unit. Long term, I'm hoping to go back to school to earn my master's degree or even my doctorate degree, and I would like to become a family nurse practitioner or even specializing in pediatric nurse practitioner or neonatal nurse practitioner. So the first time that I walked into Trinity as a nursing student, it honestly was more rewarding than it was hard for me to walk in there. I felt a sense of pride knowing that I was going to be the person who provided care to patients and their families, because I know that that's the number one thing that kept me and my family going, was the comfort and the education, the knowledge, all the things that we received from the nurses there is what had pushed me into the profession in the first place. I think that walking in as a registered nurse versus a student nurse is going to be the most rewarding feeling that I could ever feel. I mean, before I even go on to get further education, just knowing that my 4 years of undergrad have brought me to that moment, I think that's going to just bring me such a sense of accomplishment, and I get to look back at everything I've done and I'll just take a deep breath and say, I finally made it.